Children, today we will learn about boxes and their net.
Appu has received a big order of sweets from a wedding.
He has asked Chanda to come to his house to help with the packaging of sweets. Appu needs to pack laddus first. He asked Chanda to bring the empty boxes for the laddus from another room. Chanda went to the other room and came back empty-handed. Chanda told Appu that she could not see any empty boxes in the other room. Now Appu went with her to the other room. He showed Chanda the cardboard cutouts and said, "Here are the empty boxes of laddus." Chanda was puzzled. She could not understand why Appu was calling those cardboard cutouts as empty boxes. Children, are you also wondering, like Chanda, why Appu said this? Let's see what Appu explains to Chanda. Appu showed Chanda a cardboard cutout. He asked Chanda to fold the cutout on the line with dots on it. Chanda began to fold the cutout in this manner. Chanda couldn't believe her eyes. The laddu box was ready by folding the cutout on those dotted lines. Children, were you also shocked like Chanda? Do you recognize this shape of the box? It is a cuboid. Every face of a cuboid is rectangular. Do you know that two-dimensional shapes like the cutouts of this cardboard, which when folded we make three-dimensional shapes like the cuboid? This is called the net of the shape. Appu also explained to Chanda about the cuboid and its net. Chanda and Appu packed all the laddus. Now Appu wants to pack cashew cutli. Chanda now saw cutouts of cashew cutli boxes, which look different from the cutouts of laddu boxes. Chanda is wondering if these cutouts will make boxes. Children, look at the shape of this cutout and answer. Is this shape also a net of a cuboid? In other words, can we make a box shaped like a cuboid by folding this cutout on the dotted line? You can find the answer to this question by pausing the video. That's correct. From the cutouts also, we can make a cuboid-shaped box. Yes, children.
Many two-dimensional nets of any three-dimensional shape, such as cuboids, can be made. We can make any box by folding various types of nets.
Chanda was happy to learn about the cuboid-shaped net. And Chanda and Appu packed all the sweets. In this lesson, children, we learned about the cuboid and its net. In the next video, we will learn about the cube and its net.
Kids, in the previous video, we learned about the cuboid and its net. In this video, we will learn about cube and its net. Today is Appu's birthday. Chanda has brought 4 toys as gift for him from Gaggu's Rhino shop of these shape. Kids, can you recognize this shape? Yes, it is a cube. A cube is a three-dimensional shape in which
All the faces are square.
Chanda wants to put these gifts in a box and then give it to Appu, but she does not have any box of this shape. Then Chanda remembered the concept of net she learned from Appu. Now Chanda quickly took a thick paper and made a shape like this on it. Kids, can you look at this shape and tell whether is it a net of a cube or not? In other words, can we make a cube-shaped box by folding this shape on these dotted lines? You can pause the video to find the answer. Let's see if your answer is correct or not. Chanda cut out the shape and began to fold it this way. Well done, kids. Your answer is absolutely correct. This shape is the net of a cube. And see that a box for Chanda is ready. Now Chanda has to make 3 boxes for the toys. Chanda remembered that Appu told her that more than one net of every 3-dimensional shape is possible. Chanda now made a shape like this. Can you tell whether this shape of Chanda is also a net of a cube or not? You can pause the video to find out the answer. Absolutely correct. From this shape also, we can make a cube-shaped box. Kids, can you help Chanda in making a third cube-shaped box? Keep in mind that all the 6 faces in your figure should be square. And when folded, they should form a cube-shaped box. You can stop this video and try to make it in your notebook. Kids, you can make this shape in these ways too. Chanda made another box out of the figures you just saw. Now to make the last box, Chanda is thinking that she will make a cube-shaped box without a lid and stick a colored gelatin paper on its open face. Chanda has made different shapes in this way. Can you tell if she will be able to fold this shape and make a cube-shaped box without a lid? You can pause the video to find the answer. Yes, kids, we can bend this shape in such a way to make a cube-shaped box without a lid. Chanda's boxes are all ready and she is going to take them to Appu's party. Kids, in this lesson, we learned about the cube and its net. In the next video, we will learn more about 3-dimensional shapes and their nets. Kids, in the previous video, we learned about the cube and its net. In this video, we will learn about other 3-dimensional shapes and their net. When Chanda reached Appu's party, she saw that there were many people there. Chanda noticed that Babban brought a pencil box of this shape for Appu. Chanda is thinking that if she had to make a box of this shape, how would she do this? Kids, can you recognize this shape? Yes, it is a triangular prism. A triangular prism is a 3-dimensional shape
which has 5 faces in total,
of which 2 are triangles and the remaining are
rectangular faces.
Can you draw the shape of the net of this triangular prism? To do this, come, let us open the prism. In this way, by opening the right rectangular face, we can begin to draw the shape of a net. Then we can also open the left rectangular face in this way. Then at the end, we can open both the remaining triangular faces in such a way as to form the shape of the net of a triangular prism. Kids, can you make another shape of a net of triangular prism? You can pause the video to find the answer for this question. Well done, kids! You can also make a shape of net of a triangular prism in these ways. You solved the confusion of Chanda by making these shapes of nets. Let's see what Chanda is doing now. Chanda now saw everyone in the party wearing a hat of this shape. She's wondering, what shape is this? And what will the shape of its net look like? Do you recognize the shape of the cap? This is an open cone. It is a three-dimensional shape which has only one curved surface. Chanda, in order to know the shape of the net of the open cone, took a hat and opened it in a way. Kids, the shape of the net of an open cone looks like this figure. Chanda saw two more such shapes in the party. Can you help Chanda make net of these shapes? You can find the answer by pausing the video. Kids, you have found the right answer. You can also draw shapes in these ways. Chanda is now roaming around in the party and is looking at other shapes and is thinking how to make the shapes of their net.
You should also look at the shape of the object around you
and try to make the shape of their net. Kids, in this lesson, we have learned about triangular prism, open cone, and other three-dimensional shapes and their nets. Kids, till now we have learned about boxes and their nets. In this video, we will learn about some of the misconceptions related to it. Aapko suddenly came to the Babble uncle's house today. A cardboard cutout is also seen in his hand. When the uncle asked him the reason for his sudden visit, Aapko told him that he bought cutouts of some cuboid-shaped boxes. But now, despite his efforts, he was not able to make boxes from them. Uncle took that cardboard cutout from Aapko. The cutout was of a shape like this. Kids, how many surfaces do you see in this cutout? Alright, 6 surfaces. Are all these surfaces rectangular? Yes, all surfaces are rectangular. Then can it be possible that this cardboard cutout is not a net of a cuboid-shaped box? Let us try to fold this cardboard cutout. Here, the two left surfaces are covering the same part of the box, while there is no surface on this part of the box. Thus, we are not able to make cuboid-shaped box. Kids, is it possible to have more such shapes which have 6 surfaces and all the surfaces are rectangular also, but we cannot make a cuboid by folding them?
Every two-dimensional shape with 6 rectangular surfaces might not be a net of cuboid.
Appu was shocked. He asked the Babble uncle,
Is the same possible for the shape of a cube as well?
Then Babble uncle made a shape like this on a thick paper and gave it to Appu. He asked Appu to fold this net. Now, let's see how Appu is folding it. Appu was once again shocked. Hey, this figure did have 6 surfaces and all the surfaces were square. Yet I could not make a cube from it. Yes, kids, it is possible to have more such nets which have 6 square surfaces.
But by folding them, we cannot make a cube.
In other words,
every shape with 6 square faces
is not a net of a cube. Children, now can you tell which of these shapes is the net of a cube and which is not? If you want, you can stop the video and find the answer. Well done, kids. You have found the right answer. Appu was very happy to learn about the misconceptions related to the net from his uncle, and he happily returned to his home. Kids, in this lesson, we have learned about some of the misconceptions related to boxes and its net.